Alright, what's up, guys? So, I'm not going to play this video out because there's a lot of explicit words being said throughout the video. But I did want to explain to you guys what this video is. So yeah, I will be talking about it. I will be giving out advice to both, kids that be riding the bus and then, bus drivers. Because there's a lot to talk on here and things. And this bus driver, she reminds me of like a couple of teachers and a bus driver that I had to deal with myself when I was in middle school. But anyways, so the video, so it starts off with the bus driver. She's like getting in this kid's face. Well, not really getting in their face, but kind of like approaching them in a hostile, manner and stuff. Getting on them because they sprayed perfume on the bus. And I get it, perfume can be strong and stuff. Yeah, there have been times where I'm like, whoa, like that perfume, it hits you like a flashbang and things, like one of them like a Modern Warfare 2 flashbang, not like old Modern Warfare, 2009 Modern Warfare 2. And it gets you like right there and stuff. So you're like, so you kind of doing that at times. Here's the thing though. I'll open up windows. I'll sit in different areas and stuff, just so I won't have to be, near that person or in that individual. Cover my nose, something. I shouldn't have to do that. But if this is one of those situations where I can't really, I'm not really mobile, because no, there have been times, when I had worked in Seattle, and there is this, I'll never forget this one lady. It wasn't perfume. It was just straight up just like funk, stink, nasty, whatever it was. And I was like, I don't know what you got going on, but yeah, some Victoria's Secret can really help me out right now, because I'm like, if this is your secret, that get rid of that secret, throw that secret away, because that lady, I would rather have smelled perfume. Like that lady, she was stinking. She sat like right next to me, and I'm like against the wall or the window, like I don't want to come in contact with her because it was too much. All right, but I kept my cool. All right, I didn't go off on her. I didn't yell at her. I kept my cool. Yeah, it was like an hour and something ride back from Seattle to where in the city that I lived in and things. But you know what? Like I say, I kept my cool. I slept on the bus, so I can just at least be in a different reality. But even in that reality, I still was smelling it. So I was like, okay, I just now know if she sits next to me, I'm pulling the bus string, I'm catching another bus. I don't care if I gotta stand. I don't care if that bus, if they say it's like standing room only, lay down on the floor room only, ride on top of the bus room only, ride underneath the bus room only, I am taking the next bus, okay? But like I said, I kept my cool, all right? That's what this bus driver should have been doing. But no, she gets all in the, the kids, like, I say personal area, not the face or anything, but she kind of was like approaching the kid and stuff, yelling at them, cursing at them, turned their attention to another kid, talking about put your phone away, going off on them, cursing at them and stuff. Then she eventually walks off, starts driving the bus and things, and goes on about her business. So if you want to see the video, you can go to on TikTok to Amber Hunt. Amber Hunt. All right, so Amber, the name Amber, Huhn. Okay, so, but anyways, no, so this is where I want to kind of give out advice to both students and bus drivers in situations like this. So starting off with students, look, there's bus drivers, teachers. There's always that one that, they want to act all hostile and get in your face and all that stuff. I've had numerous teachers. I even had a bus driver. When I was in middle school, kind of, not so much do no stuff like this, because if they had did some stuff like this video would have been 100% different if I had been starring in that video. That probably would have been my first ever viral video on social media, because I definitely would have told that bus driver, if you don't sit, okay, you're upside down body having self down somewhere, and get up out my face, and you drive this bus, I will roast that woman to the point where she starts crying. I'm like, because I'm not going to put my hands on her, for one, her being like a much more older woman, and for her one being a woman and things. No, I'm not going to do it. But I am going to use my words, okay? So, and yeah, if them words causes her to cry, then I'm like, so be it. I don't care. So anyways, but yeah, I would, recommend, don't follow in my path, of destruction, where, yeah, you probably gonna be getting into a lot of battles and issues with people and stuff listening to what I say. But no, like just overall, like with bus drivers like this, just ignore them. You know, bus drivers, teachers, they want to act hostile like that. I even remember a history teacher. He actually did. Well, he didn't really get in my face, but he did kind of like corner me from leaving the classroom. He was like, oh, yelling at me. I just smiled, laughed, walked off, and I was like, you're not gonna do nothing. Yeah, yelling. Okay. Like I ain't never been yelled at before and stuff. And I know for one, you ain't gonna put your hands on me because you're smarter than that. So, anyways, yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna, give any attention to these guys because I'm like, this is literally the thing is this. What you gotta understand with some teachers and bus drivers and all that stuff, they really don't get paid a whole lot. So when they're doing these like, quote unquote crazy jobs or whatever they want to call it and things, yeah, they start acting all crazy, hostile and all that stuff. I'm not getting paid enough to do this. Oh my God. And it's like, okay, the thing is this, if you want a better job, find a better job and give the job to somebody that wants to be a school bus driver, a teacher, where they don't care about the money. All they care about is taking kids home and care about kids' education. I just don't get why there's like some bus drivers out there, teachers out there where they feel like they gotta go over, over the extreme to just do some old random. And it's like, that's why I'm like, yeah, like I said, ignore them. They're not gonna do nothing to you. Yeah, record them when they are carrying on like this and then show the principal and probably get them fired and stuff. But other than that, yeah, because no, I remember my school bus driver, there was a couple of times where she was just messing up. And I'm like, if she's still a school bus driver till this day, surprised. Like, that's all I can say about that. Surprised. But if she's not, then yeah, I can understand why, because she just came off as like she did not care about her job anymore. So I'm hoping she did find a better job. If not, then I'm like, yeah, enjoy retirement, I guess. But so anyways, I remember one of the first like times I really dealt with her was so I remember because like the bus would get pretty packed, like like when it was like, at least for that bus and things I had to catch to school, because I think everybody knows there's gonna be multiple buses, but there's gonna be a lot of kids in that area and stuff. So where I lived at, and then also all the different bus stops that she had to go to, yeah, the bus was pretty packed. Kids were sitting all over the place. So there was a time though where I remember me and my friend, I think we either sat like we were behind her. Okay, I'm just gonna say that we were sitting behind her, right? And so my friend, I don't know, I guess that's just something about me. People love hearing my laugh, all right? So he was cracking jokes, being funny, all that stuff. Of course, I'm cracking up, laughing, busting the gut, dying, all that and things. We're getting off. He gets off the bus, and then I'm getting off the bus. She looks at me, and she's all like, hey, if you're going to be laughing that loud, you need to go sit somewhere else. And I'm thinking to myself, there was not one person on this bus talking to you. You wasn't talking on your radio, none of that stuff. I remember this vividly, okay? And I don't remember hearing nothing. And I think, but like with me, I guess like people probably would ask me that question. Can you hear stuff when you're laughing loud? Yes, all the time. Bro, I don't care where I'm at. I don't care what I'm doing. I could be doing a video right now with the most loudest stuff going on in my ears, with these headphones, and I'm cracking up, laughing hard, loud. I can hear things, okay? So I don't know how many times, I'm pretty sure there is somebody out there gathering up all the times where I've done this in videos and been like, oh, I thought, like them freaking aliens from World of Worlds was attacking or something. I've done that so many times. So I'm like, look, there might be my moments where I have like some deaf moments where somebody literally be looking me in my face and they'll say, Tyler, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. But other than that, I do not remember her talking to anybody. Because no, her walkie-talkie was loud. I remember there was a separate situation where they thought that they found a device on our school campus, and they thought it was an explosive device. And I remember how loud, like I was sitting all the way in the back of the bus. And y'all better not crack no jokes about that. Okay, the back of the bus is just a little bit more cozy back there. But anyways, no, I do remember where it was some walkie-talkie that she had, and that it like literally filled up though. You would have thought she had speakers back there the way that walkie-talkie was loud. I ain't hear none of that, all right? But no, so anyway, so she does say that to me, so I'm like, man, whatever. I'm like, get out of my face about that. Then there was this happened a few times though, where she would show up late and she wouldn't like pick us up on time. Luckily the school was they were chilled about it, so they was like, yeah, if your bus shows up late, then it's whatever. It's cool. It's chill. And I had to say, like, there were maybe with every other bus, they would show up like late. That was like maybe once. With her, it was a few times. It was a few times where she would show up late, and it's like, okay, where is she? And there was one time where she didn't even show up. So we're all standing out there waiting. School done started, okay? And then eventually, I think they were notified, like, oh yeah, bus didn't show up. So they told one of the bus drivers, like, go out, find us and things. And so yeah, she ended up having to go do her stops, which was like probably somewhere across like town and things, and then she's having to come all the way across the other side of town, and because the school is like kind of like in the middle portion and stuff, so she's having to go all the way across town, pick up all these other different kids and stuff. And the bus, bro, I'm telling you, that bus was so packed. Like, for most of those seats, I think like the max kids that can sit in those seats is like 3 kids. There's like 4 or 5 kids sitting in each seat, all right? And then there were some kids where they were having to sit in the middle and stuff. That's how packed that bus was, all right? So yeah, I was like, that bus driver, she honestly had issues, all right? So that was the second thing. The third thing is what did it. And I think at that point, I was like, I'm glad. Because I remember seeing her when I was in, because she would do like middle school and high school pickups. And I remember I started seeing her in my high school, and I'm like, no, I'm walking home. I don't care how cold it is. I'm walking home, bro. I walked home in snow, rain, burning suns, whatever it is. All right, I am not catching the bus with her. Not high school. No, not doing it, okay? Because I had to say my roasting ability did get better, and yeah, I was like, I'm almost likely have this bus driver crying if she says anything or do anything to me. So, but no, so the last like interaction I remember having with her, so they tried to enforce this rule with kids, like if you were in walking distance, that you had to pretty much walk home. Like, you can't catch the bus no more. Now, the road that she would like drop me off at I would say, in my opinion, it was a safe road. All right, like if you got hit by a car, it was 100% the car's fault. All right, but where this school was at and how it's positioned and how there's this road that's positioned, a car can come flying around the corner. They would not see me, okay? They wouldn't see me. And then there's like other streets and roads where it's like, yeah, not safe at all. I'm like, and the thing is this, I had to say, like, where she would drop me off at, it was a little bit closer to my house, all right? Yeah, you still had to walk a little bit, but compared to this other walk, the walk from the bus stop to my house, a lot safer. Just a straight road, and then I'm home, all right? But yeah, with this other road, I'm like, no, that road is unsafe. I'm not doing that and things. I'm like, I walked that road, bro. I have jogged that road, okay? I've like in my adult years, and I have been afraid of a car coming around the corner and stuff and hitting me. Like, kidding me? Oh no, I wouldn't survive that. I'd probably still be walking home till this day, okay? Making sure of it, all right? Taking the most babyest steps that I possibly could take, all right? Making sure of it that I did not get hit by a car. But anyways, so she goes on and she's all like, oh yeah, you're in the walking distance, so so you can't catch the bus anymore. And I'm like, I'm not following that rule. I'm like, this road that you dropped me off on is a lot safer. So no, I'm not going to be walking home. I'm catching the bus, okay? I'm like, they don't put school buses at a school to tell kids, oh, you can't catch the bus. You got to walk. Kind of sense does that even make? I'm like, And it ain't even like the bus is getting overfilled. It's literally, there are at times where seats are available on the bus, okay? So that's why I'm like, nah, I'm not hearing that. So I remember that same day, so I get on the bus and she was all like, hey, you're not allowed to be on this bus. You're going to have to walk. Get off. I'm like, I'm not getting off the bus. I'm like, so it's either, yeah, you drive the bus or we just going to sit here. And she's like, well, I guess we're just sitting here. And I'm like, all right, cool. Little did she know, everybody on that bus, even the quiet kids, they didn't even really talk to nobody. I'm cool with everybody on that bus. Everybody. So I'm gonna be getting to that. I'm gonna be getting to that in a moment. But I'm saying, like, every kid, okay? Every kid. Because there would be at times where like, if we seen somebody, like, acting crazy on the side of the street, of course, I'm gonna stand up, point it out, start laughing. Everybody on that bus cracking up laughing, all right? So I was cool with everybody on that bus because it was either kids that I had class with or kids that I lived in the neighborhood with, all right? So anyways, I remember where we're the only bus at the school, right? Only bus at the school. She's sitting there all like, I'm not going, I'm not going. All the kids, because they was like, so some of my friends, they overheard, like, were some, yeah, some of the kids on the bus, they overheard me and was all like, hey, like, what's, or, it's like, or it was my friend that asked me what's going on. And I told them. Some of the other kids overheard. They wasn't even mad at me. They wasn't like, Tyler, get off the bus already. Just go, get off, walk home and things. They all focused their attention on her and was like, drive the bus driver, go. What are you doing? I have to go home. I have to take my dog out. I have to take my hamster out. I have to do this. I have to do. So they're not even. I'm sitting in the back, just arms just folded up, just laughing at her because I'm like, this whole plan backfired on you, right? So then she does drive off, right? She drives off, and the thing is this: she could have got the principal, she could have got the assistant principal, she could have got anybody. She could have told them call his parents, whatever the situation. No, calling the parents would have been a bad idea because no, I was the one. Surprisingly, in a situation like this, I told my parents. So, anyways, so I'm getting off of the bus. She looks at me and she's all like, don't get on this bus tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, got it. All right. So as you guys can see, I'm African American. So what does that usually mean about my parents? My parents are most likely going to be African American too. I think it'll be kind of weird for them to be Asian, Hispanic, or any other race. No, my parents are African American. All right. So I told one half of my parents. And yeah, they called that school up, and yeah, my dad he wasn't playing around. Like that was a 5-star performance that he gave out on that phone call to my school because sure enough, I was on that bus every other day until I think my 8th grade year I just stopped catching the bus, and I took there was shortcuts that you can take walking home and stuff. And so, yeah, I think I just remember taking shortcuts so I didn't have to take that crazy road. And, yeah, I didn't know about that at the time, though, when she was talking about that. So, yeah, I was like, I didn't know. Then, I think there was some days where I would catch the bus. Like if it was like the weather was bad or whatever, and I'm like, okay, it's just an easier way of doing this. But if not, then yeah, I just shortcuts or just get a ride home or whatever and stuff. So, but yeah, that bus driver, she was on some stuff, man, like that, and it just it reminded me of this bus driver, and I'm like, there's just bus drivers where it's like, look, if you don't like your job, quit, okay? But don't sit here, get in kids' faces, yell at them, curse at them, threaten them, all that stuff, and there's really people saying like 100% team bus driver, my bus driver do send over a bump, knock us all out. And yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I can't agree with the bus driver here because I'm like, yeah, I guarantee and promise you if there had been any of these guys getting yelled at by a bus driver, they most likely would have been doing a video like me, or they wouldn't have been talking about no team bus driver. So that's why I'm like, I'm not even hearing no team bus driver and stuff because, no, there's that time where like these teachers and bus drivers and whoever else, they just get a little bit too ahead of themselves. Yeah, I'll admit there are some bad kids and stuff, but that's the thing though, where it's like, okay, if you're allergic to perfume, make it clear. Let the kids know before they. But if it's like if they don't know, then it's one thing. All right, so here's the thing. I guess jumping into the bus driver's defense. All right, so if let's say you told this kid numerous times stop spraying perfume, and they still don't listen and they spray. Instead of doing what you did, and you wouldn't even have ended up on TikTok, right? Instead of doing what you did, contact the principal and tell him. So now this kid's most likely going to get detention, most likely going to, and then let's say worst case scenario, nothing happens to the kid, right? Then it's just something you just going to have to wing out. But if you're going to be getting in that kid's face, it's just going to be a bad situation for you. Now, most likely that bus driver is getting fired. Because it's like, you can't curse at no kid. I'm like, no, that's just something that you can't do. So, yeah, that most likely the bus driver, if by the time this video then went viral, because when did this video get posted? 2 days ago? Yeah, most likely in this video, it got over 200,000 likes, 30-something thousand comments. And there's like, F with that. I guess I was different, girl, because this person was like, back to the basics. I love it. This was common when we were in school. You didn't dare F with the bus driver. I guess I was a different kid growing up because I was like, I did not care and stuff. So, but hold up, because I didn't want to like play the video out loud and stuff. So it was, yeah, she was cursing all throughout like the whole 2 minutes of this video. Yeah, she was going off, but yeah, I just overall think though, where it's like, you know, this bus driver, it's just, like I said, she got fired, then yeah, she brought that on herself and things. So, but anyways, yeah, you know, I'm probably gonna have people disagreeing with me and stuff in the comments. I'm like, hey, so be it. I'm like, I graduated school. I graduated years ago, so I ain't gotta worry about that and things. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, talking to the students, ignore a bus driver if they carrying on like that. Don't do anything. Yeah, obviously don't do anything to upset them. But if they, you know, be acting like that towards you for no reason, or it's like over some petty stuff, then yeah, ignore them. Just go on about your business and stuff. Tell the principal, assistant principal, somebody, your parent, and yeah, that stuff will get handled. All right, so. But anyways, yeah, that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.